What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today's Friday, July 18th. Now, in this video specifically, we're going to be talking about why DAW Bitcoin is lagging, but it's also next in line to enter the $1 billion club. Now, why are we talking about this? Well, more specifically, because of this altcoin season, altcoin dominance, we've actually seen meme coins on Ethereum and Solana rally, but not DAW Bitcoin. But don't discount DAW Bitcoin because it is next in line, and I'll prove it to you in this video. We also want to talk about the Kraken F1 challenge because right now we just saw a meme coin flip dog for P2. But what does this actually mean? How long can this be sustained? And I'll also look into the charting and analysis at the very end of the video. So let's go ahead and smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X, and please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So DOG right now is around a 400 million markup. As I mentioned before, this specific meme coin is lagging while other altcoins and meme coins are rallying. Now, when we look at Bitcoin is still hovering around $117,000 to $118,000 price point, while Ethereum is actually pumping quite a bit. Now, when we look at Bitcoin dominance, it's fallen below the 200-day moving average line. But listen, we've seen that happen before, and it was a complete fake out, and then we saw Bitcoin dominance return. We saw Bitcoin pumping while altcoins were lagging behind. So the confirmation of altcoin season really doesn't start until we get here at 54%. Because when Bitcoin dominance hits around 54%, we actually have more altcoin season pretty much to go right after that, as we've seen previously over here. So that's just my point of view. Now, when we look at the altcoin season index, yes, we can see that right now we are reaching a record high of roughly around 49. And when I say record high, I mean just this year of altcoin season dominance. We have not seen 49 all of this year in 2025. Okay, so this is actually quite interesting that we're right back here when we saw a descending trend. This is the first uptrend for altcoin season. And obviously you're seeing many meme coins for that matter pump. I'm talking about over the past 7 days from 45, 30%, 6%, 45%. But when you look at DOG Bitcoin, notice that DOG Bitcoin is down 18%. And we'll talk about this in a little bit. When we look at DOG's price compared to Bitcoin's price, it seems like Bitcoin is always outperforming DOG, especially over those past 7 days. Usually when we see that happen, whenever we see DOG lagging, it's because it's actually getting set up for another parabola event. And we'll explain that in just a little bit. But let's talk about Bonk, because if you don't know, Bonk has actually seen a surge in revenue and trading volume. And I actually had mentioned this in our previous 2 videos that this was going to happen. Because we saw Bonk pumping on Solana, and by the way, it flipped pump fun in terms of trading volume, we saw this. And as I mentioned, we could expect that Bonk was either going to catch up to DOG or it was going to take P2 position. So you shouldn't be surprised because I tried to warn you about this. So this is what's happening. So Bonk and Pengu, the reason we're seeing a surge in trading volume is because Pengu, you see other people changing their PFPs, and also you're seeing trading volume across all different exchanges. You also have Bonk as well, that's also VC back and is another corporate meme coin. So the reason these two are dominating in the P1 and P2 position is because people are chasing the hype. So you're seeing retail investors and even professional traders and consumers that are buying these things because they see that these things are pumping. So typically, people buy when it's already pumped. They don't buy beforehand. That's why you saw Bonk's price below DOG. So what are we going to expect? Well, DOG soon will actually, in my personal opinion, flip both of these because soon you'll see a pump and narrative for DOG because the DOG pump hasn't happened yet. And so you as the investor or trader are buying into something before it does pump. So let's look into the chart. So this is overall standings, okay? This is as of today, July 18th. So as you can see right now, Bonk has flipped DOG in terms of trading volume. And because of that, we only have roughly a 1.53% gap between us and Bonk is in the lead. Guess what? Pengu, by the way, has actually garnered a larger percent. It went from 28% lead to now 32% lead. So even though it's a little bit up compared to last time, it does not confirm that Pengu is still leading. And actually, in my personal perspective, we are actually seeing Pengu gradually slow down. Right now, people are not paying attention to Pengu. Right now, people are paying attention to Bonk. You see how that mind share works? So eventually, DOG is going to be next in line to have that massive parabolic rally. But it doesn't matter. Either way, you need to trade $100 every single day, regardless of what you see in this chart. It does not matter, because it's all about squeezing the margin so tight that in the last week of this competition, it gets whales that are really wanting to ape into dog and other retail investors to really step up. It's all about the last laps in this competition, and dog will for sure do that at some certain point or another. But I do want to share this clip and why it's really important to understand that dog has not yet entered the $1 billion club and why it's up next. So Dan from Crypto Capital Ventures did make a video about this. I'm going to let it play right now.
I did this dog post yesterday where I was basically like, the dog move is coming, don't you worry. And I wanted to do a quick follow-up on that because I didn't just post that as like hype or hopium. So altcoins recently, if you've seen, they've moved, and like dog has not really done much. It's being very suppressed. But if you go back, if you look at November, the first 2 weeks of November, altcoins were breaking out and dog was lagging in that move. And that was dog's move to $1 billion. I think this time, this is exactly what is happening again. And I think officially this time, dog enters the $1 billion club, and we're getting ready for that move. So it's a little lag, a lot of suppression, but I think it's coming.
So as he mentioned, November of 2024, altcoins were rallying, and then dog was lagging but caught up, and then you saw dog pump. So sooner or later, at around 144 ranking in terms of coin market cap, soon this will be in the top 100. And because of that, that's why you're seeing this downtrend, this manipulation of this price, because a ton of people are buying into it. Don't get me wrong, this is absolutely true, in my personal opinion. There are people suppressing the price, trying to buy as much as they can, trying to shake out retail, and that's why we're stuck at 400 million market cap. And when that does happen, when we do have that pump, it will pump pretty hard, and it could be right behind Pudgy Penguins and Bonk. You might be thinking, wait a minute, you're saying over $1 billion to almost $2 billion? Yes, that's how it works. That's why you see massive rallies over 90% for both Pudgy and Bonk. That's just how it works, but 90% is not a lot for dog. You saw a dog at around 114 ranking on CoinMarketCap. So yeah, this will happen very fast. So right now we have people like GigaChad who spent $2,000 trading for dog on Kraken. Then we have 358 who bought 2.9 thousand US dollars of dog on Kraken. Then you also have this person who's been buying like a mad person 5,000 USDC into dog on Kraken. Then you also have C2 blockchain that recently had acquired roughly around 14.3 million dog tokens as of yesterday. And if you don't know, they have roughly around 68 million tokens to date out of the 200 that they are wanting to acquire. So they only have roughly 34% of their goal met. Now you must be wondering, is this real? Do they have a proof of reserve? Well, they do. If you look at here, yes, on CoinStats, they continue to accumulate. So this is the proof of dog or on-chain data that they actually are accumulating. And trust me, they are buying on Kraken as we speak. And people have been asking, is this company real? Is it really registered with the SEC? Well, it actually is. Now, as you can click from this document, you can see here that this company is registered with the SEC. So surprisingly, this is a real company actually buying these tokens. So let's go into the charting and analysis. So right now you have not seen the pump. And when it does pump, it will surpass $1 billion. And it's gonna happen really quickly. So right now is that time to really dollar cost average, get ready before the next pump, because dog will pump as a lagging indicator, but you have to allow these other meme coins on these other testnet chains with low liquidity like Ethereum and Solana to pump first, then dog will pump later. Last but not least, I just want to remind everybody that on my X channel, you can subscribe for just $1. Yes, only $1. The reason that I did $1 is because, well, it's the lowest I can actually price the subscription for, but also it's really important that when people buy your subscription that you're not extracting value from them. In fact, you want to give more value to them. So for just $1, I ended up posting a video today that says, discover my 7-figure trading strategy that right now I'm applying to dog. And it's only available to people who subscribe to my X account. And it's only $1. And it'll look something like this. There'll be a purple symbol right here, and you click on it and then you can subscribe. Now, some people reported to me that they don't see this on their iOS phone or aka Apple phone, but there are people on Android phones that are able to see this as well. But also I've seen some people say that they are able to subscribe on their desktop. So make sure to look for a purple button and not this. This is completely something separate. This is like my Patreon page, which is down right now. But this right here, this is what you want to subscribe to in order to get access to this video. So that about wraps it up. So now you know exactly what's happening in the current standings of the Kraken F1 Challenge. You realize in the data that I've proven to you that dog is a lagging indicator and soon will be in the $1 billion club. And that's why the price is being suppressed. All these other meme coins on Ethereum, Solana are pumping over $1 billion. Soon dog will too. Until then, you're seeing retail investors buying into dog. You're seeing C2 Blockchain, a publicly traded company, buying dog. But also you're seeing myself buy dog as well. And I hope that you subscribe to our X channel for only $1 to see how that video is going to perhaps change certain lives if you position yourself very well with dog. But until then, as always, by supporting this channel, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X to receive all of our alpha calls and trades regarding dog on the moon. Till then, see you guys girls next time.